have that free event Wednesday at noon to see if Intro to Psychic Mediumship is for you. And then I'm Intro to Psychic Mediumship. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Get more cards out here.
I'm trying to load.
I'm so glad to no. Sorry, that was my dog. They were about to come and try to climb on me. I could feel it. You want to see the puppies? We'll start it off with the puppies today. Here are the puppies. Hera. 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 Look at that pretty face. Susa got the prettiest face ever. See, now I'm starting something because now she's going to come over here. Look at that baby dog. Doesn't she have the prettiest face? You do. Yeah, you do. So sweet. See how sweet she is? She'll just come over and give you little licks and love on you. Odin, on the other hand, Lord have mercy. He'll be like trying to put your whole face in his mouth, knocking you with his head. He can't be trusted. So good to see everyone this afternoon. This one's in to be one. She's a lot, but love her. I know. German Shepherds are a lot. I've had a couple of friends that had them. Ours just turned a year. And my sweet Hera is everything I would ever want her to be. And not that I don't love Odin, but he's the reason we can't have nice things. I'm just saying. It's his fault. He tears everything up. They, like, we have kennels that have like blankets and stuff in them that they love, and they go in and out of that. But we used to have also beds in the house. Like, but to buy a good bed for a Great Dane, you have to make sure it's thick, because if it's not really thick and the Leonite will squish down, you're talking, $200 to $300. Yeah, Odin ate one. So what did I do? I replaced it. Then Odin starts trying to eat it again. So now they're in the garage until he decides he doesn't want to eat them. He's a mess. I want to thank everyone who's liking and sharing my live. Let's get this party started. Let's see. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. I was about to give, I know it seems like Jalen, you just shared my live. Thank you for sharing my live, Jalen. This card pull is going to be for Jalen. I appreciate you. Jalen, let's get her energy in here. Right there, it said stop. So we will. All right. All right, Jalen, looks like we have a lot of energy going on here. So the Tarot deck is broken up into two major parts. It's broken up to the major arcana and the minor arcana. Major arcana are big events, big energy, and you got four. You got four major arcana. The first one is my favorite card. If y'all see me read, y'all know what my favorite card is. It is the 8, the Strength card. I just love this card because it's about that quiet strength, not the strength like let's throw down, slam your face into the pavement strength, but this is about that quiet courage where you're just going to stand your ground. Sorry. The next card is the Temperance card. It is about, it's connected to the fire energy in Sagittarius. It's about balance and harmony and patience. It's about moving things forward. So you have this Strength card, which is about courage. The Temperance card, you see how she's pouring things back and forth, which is really about patience and harmony and balance, purpose and finding meaning. They're all very positive cards. The next card is the Sun card, and it's about positivity and pleasure. So what these cards are saying is you really need to sit with your own strength, find your courage. And this is courage that comes from an inner wisdom, a wisdom that comes from finding balance in your life, and one that comes from moderation and harmony. Once you find that balance in your life and really sit with with your strength and your courage, it's going to produce a lot of positivity. The Sun card is about positivity, happiness, vitality, and just that joy. So if you can sit with your strength, keep that balance and harmony in your life, you're going to find a lot of harmony. You're going to find a lot of patience and joy. To maintain that patience and joy, you want to make sure that you go into hermit mode sometimes. Hermit mode is about really sitting with yourself, soul searching, and listening to yourself. I'm hearing that, Jalen, there is sometimes, and we all, this is not a judgment, we all get in places where we can get pulled in different directions by different people. To maintain that balance, you really need to make sure that you are taking time to yourself and you're sitting with yourself. All right. Thank you, Jalen. It was actually a very positive read. These are all very positive cards. So thank you, Jalen, and thank you for liking and sharing my live so much. You're welcome, sweetheart. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you liking and sharing my live. All right. Oh my goodness. Someone just said, they're not even giving me a chance. You're like, spirit led. Do the spirit led. I will get to their page. I'm just going to do a couple of more card reads. I was just looking to see. All right. Looks like Caitlin, I see you shared my live, and then we're going to go with the Raina. We're going to do those two, and then we're going to go to Spirit Led. Welcome, Melissa. I see it says you're new here, so welcome. This is for Caitlin. Thank you for liking and sharing my live. Let me get right there. It's at the stop. All right, Miss Caitlin, let's see what we have going on here. All right. We're having a lot of big energy going on today. Okay, the first one card, this is for Caitlin, is the Empress card. The Empress card is a beautiful card. It's about abundance and nurturance. It's really connected to Venus, which is about, love, but it's not necessarily romantic love. It's just about love of life, love of people. Understanding that abundance is about giving so that you create this beautiful flow of energy. You do need to, though you are great at nurturing and you do a really good job of giving to other people, you do need to be careful that you take time for yourself and nurture yourself. That's what the Hangman is. Hangman is about just pausing, just taking a time out, and it's not a bad time out. You're just taking a time out, pausing, making sure yourself is getting nurturance. So this, I haven't seen a reading like this in a while. It's like a flow to it. The Empress card is about that Venus, nurturance, giving to other people. You want to make sure that you are taking time for yourself. You cannot give from an empty cup. I always say we can't give others what we don't have ourselves. So you do such a great job, Caitlin, of giving love and nurturance to other people. You do want to take time to give it to yourself, though, and you can only do that by taking time to yourself. But you also are fed by friends. So you really need to create this beautiful balance in your life, Caitlin, that is some by yourself, taking this time out, just being with yourself, and seeing friends. Power of 3, power of friendships. So you do want to make sure you're nurturing those friendships. And when you create that continuous cycle, that is how you are going to really feel fulfilled and have tremendous happiness and really be turning into your destiny. It's also how you're going to reach a turning point in your life. So when I see the World card is about transitioning and happiness. It's a really positive card. I also was hearing that it's a turning point for you. I was like, what kind of turning point? You've just been feeling kind of stuck. They're showing me that movie Groundhog's Day, which is where, I think it's Bill Murray, I can't remember who is in it, but he wakes up and it's the same day every day. And that's the way you've been feeling. So to get out of that cycle, yes, nurture others, give love to others, feed others. Take time for yourself. After you've taken time for yourself, yes, be with your friends. The power of 3. Also, when you do that, it's what's going to unstick you. Also, Caitlin, all of a sudden my ears started ringing like crazy. So my disclaimer is, If you're having ringing in your ear and there might be something wrong, please have it checked out. If there is no physical reason why your ear is ringing so much, that is your guides getting in touch with you. So just know when you get that ringing in your ear like that and there's no physical reason, your ears are fine as your guides get in touch with you. And it happened when I was finishing up your reading, Caitlin. So make sure you're watching for the synchronicities from your loved ones. Okay, real quick, I was mentoring someone, and I'm going to change the names of the countries and things so that I just want to make sure. So I was mentoring someone, and this is how synchronicities dropped in. The day before, I had been reading someone I had read before, and their grandfather stepped in. I was like, your grandfather's talking with an accent. I didn't realize that. Their grandfather was from Scotland. Okay, so whatever, very cool. The next day, I'm talking to a mentor person who I have life coached them for some time now and didn't know what I'm about to tell you about them. And I had said, oh, during mentorship, sometimes I will read, like if a relative steps up, I will read them. Their relative steps up. Their relative was from Scotland. I was like, this means something. It came up in a reading yesterday. Now you're telling me this relative is from Scotland. And she said, yes. Earlier in the day, she had seen this certain bird that is only known to be in Scotland. So that was the power of 3 of the synchronicities. So then we did delve into it and figure out what that meant. Those are the ways synchronicities drop in, though. It can be random. You just have to make sure you're paying attention. You know what? I heard this yesterday, or I saw this yesterday. All right, Miss, this is for Raina. Raina. While I'm shuffling these, I want to remind everyone that, oh, right there, we're stopping. Next Wednesday, the 5th, I have a free event, Wednesday, the 5th at noon CST, Central Time. You do have to go to my website and register, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, under events. And it's about just discovering if your, if intro to mediumship is right for you. All right, so this is for Raina. Oh, lots of new beginnings coming your way. Yes, lots of new beginnings. Okay, so really good read here, Raina. I'm seeing the first one is a Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles pages are about starting something new. Pentacles is typically about manifesting something, money, a job. So you're going to have some new financial opportunities coming your way. Now, this is further confirmed by the next the next card, which is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands signifies new projects, new inspiration. So both of these cards, the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, come in a little bit differently, but they are having a lot of the same message. It's creativity and a financial opportunity. So I was like, oh, well, what is this? It is kind of hot in here, honey. Can you open that window? My moderator was complaining about it being hot, and I was like, no, it isn't. Now all of a sudden then I'm starting to get into the energy of reading. I'm like, yeah, it's hot in here. And so to do that, to make sure you're getting into the new opportunities and not letting them pass by and you're seeing them coming your way, you're going to have to really put to rest some past thoughts that you have about yourself. I am seeing that you have recently had kind of a painful, hurtful ending. And sometimes when we have a painful, hurtful ending to a relationship, whether it's a business relationship or a personal relationship, we can bring that negativity into our new projects. You want to make sure you're not doing that. You want to put that to bed. You want to work through it, put that energy to bed, and again, you're ending with another page card. New ideas. The Page of Swords is about, it's the air energy. It is really about new ideas and being curious and starting a new path. So 3 of these cards was about new opportunities coming your way, really stepping to your creativity. We have that Page of Pentacles. That was a new financial opportunity. Make sure that if someone's coming to you with a new idea, a new opportunity, you're not just saying, oh no, that's crazy, I don't want to do that. No.
Her fiance broke it off by text.
Raina. What the hell? So for anyone who is not paying attention to the feed, when I was talking about that she had had a very painful ending, and it had been a painful relationship ending, and she really needed to work through that and put it to rest so that she could open herself up to these new beginnings. She said, yeah, the guy she was going to marry broke it off through text. I am so sorry, Raina. That is
I'm sorry for the whole gender.
my moderator said that he's sorry for the whole gender. He's a male. That's some BS right there.
It's
I am so sorry. That's some awful crap.
unacceptable.
I know, right, Jess? Aw, I know, right, Raina? Blew your mind. I mean, that is a... Raina, you're so sweet. Look at yourself. This is where it shows how your heart is. She says, not sure why, but it shook my world. Of course it shook your world. You're planning on spending the rest of your life with this person. And, he is going to be so low. Also, I think why it shook your world is you thought he was a better person. Like you thought he was someone different. Because the person you would marry would never do that. So it also shook her world because you didn't realize who he was. He was someone who you're like, I don't know this guy. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. All right, let's go into Spirit Led. Yep, rejection is redirectional. It is, but most people don't really want to hear that. All right. I know Raina says thank you all. I have the sweetest followers. Anytime someone comes on here and they've had something bad happen to them, y'all just warm my heart. Y'all are all so sweet. You're always giving grace and love to other people. Even though everyone on here is going through their own crap, everyone is, he was married 2 months later to someone else who I have no clue who she was. That is some effed up right there. I know, right, Sissy? We're all family. Amber, so funny to find owner of spirit. All right. Okay, so yesterday, you know, I forgot who we ended on. It was a gentleman who had gotten claimed. I had to roll into, I was late rolling into my YouTube live, so I kind of shut it down and moved on. And I had forgotten about, I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all were watching yesterday, but there was a nun who had stepped up, who I just brought her up once. No one claimed her. I moved on to someone else. We got that gentleman claimed. I gave the message, but then I had to roll into my YouTube live, right? I'd forgotten about her. Y'all remember her. She's back. Aw, is my husband feeling better? He says he is 100%. I don't believe him. He is much better. But I don't believe my hair is so staticky. I don't think he's 100% better. Okay. We have, she's wearing a habit, so let's see if we can get more information from her. Come over here, honey. Okay. And I'm getting Mary. Did y'all hear him teasing me? Now you got Jess doing it. Jess said squirrel. Did y'all hear him?
Did you hear me say that?
Okay, so I'm hearing Mary Magdalene, but just know that I'm hearing Mary, and it's a double name, and I'm hearing Magdalene. I mean, she's not Mary Magdalene. I have channeled Mary Magdalene. She is definitely coming through on a past relative in energy. You know, yesterday, I don't know if I was in a hurry or what it was, but she's taking her habit off today. She's taking it off and folding it very neatly and putting it down. So at one point, she was a nun. But I wouldn't be surprised if she left the nunnery. She says to be a civilian. I didn't realize. That's like military talk. I didn't realize that I don't know what you call that. Nuns and priests and the sort call people civilians when they leave. She is showing me that she always had a heart for children. She loved kids. She taught kids. And I'm feeling an aunt, a great aunt energy from her. She is showing me she always had a heart for the church, even though it looks like that she was a nun. Hello, beautiful soul. She was a nun earlier in life, and then became what she's calling a civilian, left the church. She was always a Catholic. She always loved the Catholicism, always had a heart for the church. Huge supporter, and of women's rights also. It's funny that she is saying that, which the Catholic Church hasn't always been so supportive of women's rights, but she was a big supporter of it. So, Sophia, was your aunt a nun before? So Sophia said my dad's Aunt Mary was Catholic. So that would be Sophia's great aunt, which is what I was feeling, a great aunt energy off of her. Her name was Mary. She was Catholic. Grandmother Mary, don't remember a lot about her.
She did the rosary, so.
Okay, Sophia, I'm going to ask you to go live. Oh, okay, Sophia, I'm not going to ask you to go live. You're going to have to ask me to go live. Okay, Sophia, you know the drill. Down at the bottom are the blue and pink people. Click on that. Oh, she's the one that had Tuardo the other day. I didn't remember that she had Tuardo the other day, but I did tell my moderator about it. He wasn't on that live, but I did tell him about it. I was like, you would not believe what happened today. So, you know, it was one of those readings that kind of even blew my mind a little bit if my moderator hears about it. Okay, Sophia, so down at the bottom, click on the person, the blue and the pink person, and ask me to go live. It's not letting me ask you to go live, so ask me to go live. Oh, okay. She doesn't want to go live today. All right. Well, then I could just give the quick message from her, and thank you for claiming her. I will give a quick message from her, and then we'll move on. Okay. So what she is showing me, Sophia, is that you yourself have been struggling with religion. Like you like the spiritual component of it, but you're so tired of and she's using one of my terms. I just used it the other day about throwing the Bible at someone to turn them to Jesus. You get tired of that very dogmatic where there is no grace offered. And I'm hearing that to really open your heart up to the potential of just walking on this earth in an unconditional love manner can have. Yes, yes. She's acknowledging that. She loves Catholic prayer but got tired of the religion. You know what? Still say those prayers. Still say the rosary because those are heard. I was in a group of people one day and we did a little experiment. I don't know the rosary, but I do know the Lord's Prayer. And so we said the Lord's Prayer because I don't know the rosary. And you could feel the energy change. Now, why is that? Because when you are saying those prayers, when you're saying prayers, the heavens, your guides, God, Jesus, they don't care that you're not sitting in a church. They hear what's in your heart. So if you want to really change the vibration that's around you, you can say the Lord's Prayer. You can say the rosary. Because anytime those prayers are said, they're said with love. And you're invoking the power of the love that is behind those. You're just taking the middleman out and you're using that prayer to go straight to God yourself. Yes. Absolutely. That's what she's doing, Sophia. Also, the saying the rosary or the Lord's Prayer, anything you're going to chant, puts you in a state of trance, and it helps you. It helps you be more connected to the spirit realm. I know. So I have to tell y'all that she says she doesn't go to church anymore. I think our physical body is the church. I agree. I agree. So I do bigger group events, and I will be doing one in the end of March. I haven't put the advertisement out yet, but you're looking for that. March 23rd, I'm going to do a bigger group event where it's nothing but you can come and see me in person. We do a big reading. So I've done it many times. I've done like restaurants, and it was just too noisy. I've done like a local college. It was beautiful, and it was great. It just didn't have the cozy feel I was wanting. So I was in search of a place. And I've asked around before. Well, this time when I asked, someone offered me to come to their rent out their church. I was like, are you sure? You know what I do, right? She's like, oh yeah. It is the First Unitarian Church here in Omaha, and so I'm waiting to make sure it's open. I haven't, matter of fact, I emailed the lady. I haven't heard back from her. It's going to be the 23rd, whether it's there or someone else. I'm going to do it then. But so that happened. So first of all, so this is another synchronicity. I don't really know what it means yet, but I'm going to just wait and see where it's leading me, because now I'm doing this event at a church. Most churches are not conducive to psychic medium command, right? That's the first synchronicity. Didn't think anything about it. Getting my hair done this morning. I hear my hairdresser, the person doing my hair, talking to someone who walked in about cutting their hair. And when I turn, the person said, hi, Christy. And my hairdresser said, oh, you know her? Other person said, yes, we went to church together. And my first thought was, Lord, here we go. How is this going to end? Because how many people from that church has, unfollowed me or whatever because of what I do now? But it was a lovely comfort. It was a lovely, lovely conversation about she was so, like, she's gotten a little frustrated with the church herself, and she's a beautiful, beautiful, loving Christian lady because of the judgment in it. So that's the second. I haven't seen this person in years since I stopped going to that one church. So it's 2 church references here in 2 days. So that's the synchronicity, is like, oh, something's going to happen here. What's coming my way? So we have to, we'll sit with it. I want to thank everyone who is still liking me, sharing my live. I so appreciate you. Okay, so this gentleman stepping up, this is one of those moments where, as a medium, you really have to sit and, am I in my ego? I know, right, Sissy? Aw, thank you, Sophia. So we were just talking about the Lord's Prayer. There's a gentleman who steps up. He instantly references the Lord's Prayer. So as a medium, this is one of those things you think, am I making this up? We were just talking about the Lord's Prayer. And so if you're ever with a medium, if you're ever learning from a medium, or medium is reading and they're saying, I don't have an ego, they're lying, run in the other direction. You have to identify it, and I had to sit with it for just a second. It's like, no, this guy is actually, because he showed it to me in a different way. We have a gentleman stepping up here. He feels like a dad energy, but more that he's filled that place in your life. Oh, right, reclamation. She says she's been seeing crosses everywhere, and she's waiting to see what the synchronicity is. Okay, so we have this dad energy. That means he feels that vibration in your life, and he steps up, and he is just showing me the Lord's Prayer. I'm making notes. Now, when I ask him why he is showing me that, I'm feeling the need to recite it. Like he would recite it. He taught someone to recite it. And he makes me want to be at a kitchen table doing it, not in a church. So this would have been a prayer that was said in a home. You would have known him to say it every once in a while in a home. It is the best prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Okay, I'll stop now. This gentleman is also talking about, he was very much connected to faith, but not that judgment. He is showing me that he had a lot You know that one, right? We should all start reciting it, and people that would be coming across my live, they'd be like, "Oh Lord, what's going on here? I thought this was a psychic medium." Um, oh my goodness! Someone just commented their dad said that to them before they passed. Paige said her dad taught her that prayer. Oh, this is my dad. He taught me. We said it nightly. Very good. All right, Paige, let's go. I'm gonna ask you to go live. That was why I was seeing him say it at like a table or in a house and not in a church. Hi, Paige.
Hello.
Where are you? Where do you live?
Oh, I'm from Minnesota. That's all the snow.
Yeah. So I don't know if you are watching, but she popped up in her. I don't see her, but the picture she has is a bunch of snow behind her. You're not in Minnesota now, though?
No, I still there's no snow. That picture was from last year, I think, but
Okay.
it's
Are you thinking
actually
about
like high 40s today, so heat wave.
right? It is a heat wave for Minnesota to be in the high 40s right here in January. I was about to say, July, because I feel like January has lasted 15 years.
Oh, yes.
When is January going to end? Good grief. Now, are you thinking about moving, Paige?
Um, kind of. I'm graduating in May and then I'll be moving into I'm living in Minneapolis, so I'm just moving from campus to somewhere else in Minneapolis for my job.
No. So now, whenever she said that, I was just definitely getting this feeling of her moving. And so when she said, "Oh yeah, I'm moving off campus to another apartment," if you do that, Paige, I don't feel like it's going to last long. I feel you actually leaving the state.
Okay. I mean my job is headquartered in Boston and I love Boston, so
Okay, very good. Very
I was
good.
thinking maybe that eventually.
Yes, I am also feeling that. I can see you hopping up. So what your dad is showing me is he's showing me on campus, you're hopping to an apartment, but you're just kind of hopping and then you leave. So
Okay.
when they show me that kind of hopping, that means you're not staying there permanently. You're just there a little while. He's also showing me that, are you dating someone?
No, I'm not, but open to it.
You're not going to find the person. I'm so glad to hear you say that actually, because he's showing me you're not going to find the person that is really meant for you until you move, and not to the
Okay.
apartment move, but move.
Okay, a big move.
Yeah, so if you were dating someone, I was going to have to walk you down the path of how are you feeling about that? How do you think it's going? Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Someone on here just said, Paige, that their son is available. Okay, we need to know, what does your son do for a living?
Is he in
Um,
Boston?
is he in Boston?
Right?
We have a checklist. Um, so as I was saying this, your dad is laughing. So your dad had a really good sense of humor. He's the same kind who would have been like, yeah. No. I don't care if you love him or not. What's he bringing to the table?
Oh, yes. Very, very practical. I'm the same way.
Yes, he is. Um, I love to hear you say that. And people on here are probably about to roast me alive. What I'm about to tell you. People are so looking for that feeling if they meet someone. Feelings can be fleeting. You
Mm-hmm.
want someone who you can partner with, who you get along with. Of course, you need to love them, yes, but I'm not talking about people aren't looking for that that love that is just calm. People want that love that is like crazy chemistry. That's not the kind of love you marry.
Yep, I've always felt that. Just someone calm, right out through the storm.
Absolutely, honey, and you're gonna have that. And I see you being, again, this is after you make the bigger move. Your dad is showing me you are busy. Like you have papers, you have your phone, you're healing a cab or waiting for an Uber or something. And this guy just comes out of nowhere.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, this is funny. So, and this isn't going to happen for a couple of years, but I see you, your first interaction with this guy makes you a little bit annoyed. Like, I don't know what it is. But he's a little bit, you are a little bit annoyed at him, but then he has that kind of classic nerdy charm. He's very cute.
Oh, good. That's a
Your dad,
plus.
now, what are you majoring in?
Industrial engineering. But you've mentioned you've read him before, like way, way last year, and said that I would be going back to school, and I
Okay,
have
very
heard
good, because
nothing
that's what I was
about
about to
that.
say.
I know you've said that before, and it's never left my mind. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting my MBA.
Yes, you. And I was trying to decide what is she getting her master's in. That's what I was about to tell you. And your dad did show me my master's degree, which is an MBA. So I do feel you going back. So for everyone watching, I love when this happens because apparently I have read Paige's dad sometime last year. I certainly don't remember that, especially if it was a quick live like this. And he's saying the same thing today, that she's going to go back to school.
Okay, that's good to know.
He's saying do it sooner than later. I feel like your company is going to help you pay for it.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yes, and he says to do it sooner than later because you have a big life that you'll be leading. You're going to be, I see you having the husband, the children, everything, and you want to have that master's degree before you do all that.
Perfect. Can I ask you a question quick too?
Of course.
So earlier this year, well, last year, I guess now, in March, my twin passed away, and I just want to know, do you see them up there together?
Was your twin a female?
No, male.
Okay, he's showing me there's a female with him. So let me break this down. When I go looking for a spirit, it doesn't mean they're not there. It just means that this one wants to be acknowledged first.
Okay.
This lady feels like she would have been older than you, like your dad's sister or someone along that generational line. She's showing me she passed from cancer. Do you have a friend who lost their mom
Yes.
to cancer? Yes. Because as I was getting into this energy, I was like, is this a sister? And she's like, no. And instantly she just gave me a knowing that she belongs to one of your friends. She's their mom.
Wow, that's crazy.
She passed from cancer. And she wants them to know, only pass the message along if they believe in mediumship, that she's proud of them picking themselves up and moving on, not moving on and forgetting her, but getting on with life, because your friend didn't really have a huge support system after her mom passed.
Yeah.
And so she really was navigating those waters without a mom, not completely by herself, but pretty much by herself. And she wants her to know how well she's doing. Now, your brother, did he have some emotional issues going on?
He always was much, my mom always said, I don't know how you're the only girl and the least emotional. He was always much more emotional than me.
He felt
After,
things to his core.
yes, he did.
He
He,
felt things
he,
big.
he definitely did. He was always that way.
Yes, he's showing me. He was I was trying to decide because he's just such a pretty, beautiful person. And I was trying to decide, am I reading his energy or is this his physicality? It was a little bit of both. Like this was just a beautiful human walking this planet. I will tell you that when this planet lost him, we lost a huge supporter. Like he would have been a great person to help carry this planet to a higher vibration.
I feel that every day.
Yes. So, as I'm saying that, he's like, oh, like he's just so excited that I'm reading him and reading his energy in that manner. Now, your mom is still on planet.
Yes.
Your mom talks to him all the time. Has she mentioned that to you?
She hasn't explicitly mentioned it, but I just kind of know she did that too when my dad passed, and now that I'm out of the house, I know that she does.
She wants, he wants her to know that he does hear her. He also is the one who's been messing with the TV. Has she complained about or mentioned that?
She has, and my TV at school has been horrible too.
Yeah. You can thank your brother for that. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Hey, this is so funny because yes, of course, I did not forget I was live, but I was getting so into this reading. Your brother is the one who just caught me. He said, you might want to move on now. So
He
that's how
would.
sweet he is because
He's very
this,
polite.
once I've like was starting to roll through your spirits and he's like, you have a live you need to get back to. I was like, that's so sweet. Thank you, Paige.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. I want to thank Paige. Aw. Okay. There is a lady stepping up, and I'm hearing Mama Rose. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. Keep that in mind. Mama Rose. I do want to remind everyone that, thank you, Paige. I have a free event coming up next Wednesday. You do have to register for it. It's via Zoom. You have to register for it at Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. And we're going to talk about how I get my information and if navigating this world in a more intuitive manner is right for you. Yes, it could be Mama Rosen. So, does someone have a Mama Rosen in spirit? I was certainly hearing Mama Rose. Okay, so she just passed earlier this month. All right, I'm about to ask this person to go live. And, okay, so N. Schroeder, it's not letting me ask you to go live. So there is a blue and pink person down at the bottom of the screen. I want you to click on that and ask me to go live, and I will accept. It's not letting me ask you. So, there we go. Good job. You got right on that. Usually I have to explain it to people a couple of times. Hello.
Hello,
So, N, is that Nikki or what is that?
Nicole.
I was going to say Nicole, but then this lady said Nikki. Do people not
Yes,
call
I
you?
used to go by Nikki all the time.
Okay, very good. I was hearing Nicole. Oh, I was going to say Nicole, and the spirit said very clearly Nikki. Okay, very good. So then she would have been one of the people that would have called you Nikki, and she still thinks of you in that way.
Yes.
She is saying that Nicole is kind of your grown-up name, but you're never going to be grown up to her. Is this your grandmother?
No, it was my best friend's mom.
Your best friend's mom. Okay, very good. You know, she said she can say that, but that's still my baby.
I was like their third daughter.
Yeah, she's acknowledging that. Like she is showing me that even paying for, not like supporting you, but y'all would go out to eat and she'd pay for that. If y'all went shopping, she'd buy you a little something.
Yes.
You spent a lot of time at their house. And I'm not saying that you didn't have great parents yourself, but she is telling me that she was really the grounding agent for you. She's also saying now you're still friends with her daughter?
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. Y'all have a lot of laughs. Like y'all bring up memories of her and have a lot of laughs over her.
All the time.
She is joking, saying, I'm glad they can have a laugh at my expense. She was kind of an eclectic, and I wanted to say eclectic. That's really not the right word. It was pretty much, she was just going to say and do what she wanted. And she was a huge mama bear. Like she wasn't playing. If someone messed with her kids or you, she was going to be on it. Now, who has recently had a new baby?
I'm pregnant, actually.
Okay, very good. She is acknowledging that and is talking about she can't wait for you to meet. Okay, she's teasing you a little bit here. She can't wait for you to meet the baby that she's already met.
Oh,
So don't ever look at that baby and wish that she can meet him because she already has.
yes.
Also, she is, now I see a man in your screen, so that's your husband.
Yes.
What is she saying about him? You know, she's saying, I wasn't too sure about him. So I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you knew that she wasn't too sure about him in the beginning.
I didn't.
He's phenomenal.
Yes.
She's talking about what a wonderful person he is. He is kind and loving, and he needs to switch jobs. What does he
Closer to
do?
home would be great.
What does he do for a living?
He's an engineer. He works an hour away from home.
Oh, that's why he needs to switch jobs. Gotcha. Because especially with that new baby, he's not going to want to be on the road 2 hours a day going to work.
Yes.
I was like, how she is showing, your husband is also someone who is, he's very easygoing and he really doesn't like change.
Sounds right.
So she's encouraging you to encourage him to start looking for a new job.
It's funny because I tell him that. I mean, he loves his job. I don't, but I tell him that. I was like, you should find one closer to home. You can find an engineering job anywhere.
Yeah, and that's what she is saying. Is there's nothing wrong with his company. It's just once you have that baby, he's not going to want to be on the road that much. And he doesn't want the stress of having a new baby and learning a new job and finding a new job. He needs to get that taken care of now so that he is settled when you have that baby. This must be your first baby. Is this your first baby?
No, this will be our fourth and final.
So I wonder why this one is going to be such a big, like I feel it being a huge change in the way he views things. I was just asking her. Okay, so she is showing me there's a couple of things. Okay, and I'm very sorry for telling you this, but this baby is not going to let you sleep much.
Surprised.
I am hearing the word colic. So I want to apologize in advance to you, sweet soul. Get as much sleep as you can now. I don't know if any of your other babies were colicky.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. You're right. Great. The baby's going to be fine and healthy, but as anyone watching this knows, when you are up all night with a crying baby, you just cannot function right. Your brain does not work right. And so you already are overloaded, and that is going to be the difference. It's not necessarily the change for the baby, like having that fourth baby. It's you. Your husband very much loves you. Not that he doesn't love his babies, but he is so interested in supporting you. And that's going to be why he wants to be home more, is because he can see the toll that this is going to be taking on you.
Yes.
So this will be on my YouTube channel in about 5 days if you want to come back and say, look, Mama Rosen even said.
I love that. Like I said, she just passed and we don't even know how she died. So it's all brand new. Yeah.
So, okay, well, let's get down to it. I hadn't even asked her how she passed because I didn't care. I mean, she gave me her name and you knew who she was. Her message was spot on. So I didn't even really care how she died. But let's tap into this. So she just dropped suddenly.
Yeah, she was found.
Okay,
Sorry.
wait. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you, but I just did. I'm sorry. I just don't want you to give me too much information before I get it from her.
No, totally fine. Keep going.
So now she dropped suddenly and was found is what she's showing me.
Correct.
Okay. So now how I figure this out, and for anyone else who wants to learn to do these things, come to my free event next Wednesday, Zoom. Oh, someone just registered. Actually, I've had a couple of people register. Good. I got a notification. So go to my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. It's under events. It's a free event next Wednesday. And it's basically learning if, walking in an intuitive manner is right for you. So I just asked her instantly, now that you're saying that, my head started really hurting back here. I didn't think much about it because I have a massage tomorrow because I've been having a little bit of a headache. But it intensified to a way that, like, made me flinch almost. That is my sign of a stroke. I was asking her, I was trying to get my heart to hurt. I was like, okay, was this a heart attack? But my heart feels just fine. So for anyone, and Nikki or Nicole, you could practice this also.
You're
You
fine.
just ask the spirit to make your body hurt where they hurt. And instantly, I'm going back to my head. She's making my whole head explode.
Okay.
So I asked her, because this is the next question I'm hearing you have, even though you haven't asked me. I'm hearing you want to know, did she know what was going on? You know, was she by herself? Was she scared? No. Like, have you ever had a headache so bad it kind of makes you flinch a little bit because it makes your eyes hurt?
Yes.
That's what she is showing me. Like, she's making my eyes flinch, and then boom, she's gone. Like, she didn't even have time to react or know what was going on. And she is saying that that is exactly how she wanted to go. Someone close to her, I took a very slow passing. They were in a nursing home. They couldn't take care of themselves towards the end of their life. And she did not want to go like that.
That was probably her mother.
It feels like her mother. Yeah. All right, Miss Nikki. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure. You have a good evening.
You too. Thanks.
All right. Hello, Italian girl. So good to see you on here. So good to see everyone. I'm so glad everyone is joining me. I am Christian Arpat. Did I do something similar on my podcast? Doesn't surprise me. That is so something I would do is show people how you figure out how people pass. If you want to learn more about your intuitive, is intuition right for you? My free event next Wednesday, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about breaking down a reading and the benefits of learning to function on this planet in a more intuitive manner. And it is noon Central Time. You have to go to my website to register, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, and it's under events. It's a Zoom. So you come to the Zoom, and we talk about is taking Intro to Mediumship right for you. Intro to Psychic Mediumship, actually. If you haven't done so, please click that follow button. I'm about to head over to Instagram. I'm going to go live on Instagram next. Follow me over there. We're going to start with psychic questions because we didn't do psychic questions on this live. So we're going to start psychic questions over on Instagram. Now, I am starting to go live more on other platforms because we just don't know how long this one is going to be up, if it's going to be saved, what's going to go on. I know that it's still here, but like if you get a new phone, you can't download the app right now. So we're not sure what's going to happen because, everyone has to, heaven forbid you pay your phone off, right? If you pay your phone off, that you're probably going to have to get a new one. So I am starting to go live on the other platforms also. So if you haven't done so, please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is that you use the most. Right now I'm headed over to Instagram, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. I will see y'all there. I'm going to start with psychic questions. So if you have a psychic question you want answered, pop over to Instagram and we'll get it taken care of. All right, see you all over there.